Hello, my friends. This is Andy Falco Jimenez coming to you live from Yorba Linda, California for an Amazon Live that I'm also simulcasting on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and that's it. And of course, Amazon Live. So I just wanted to come on these other platforms just to let all of you know that are on my other social medias that we have a new show. The Falco family has a new show on Amazon Live. Now, right now, I'm the only one who's been on Amazon Live, but I've been talking to Hedia and my kids. I got 6 kids. Those of you that don't know, I have 6 kids that they're all going to be part of the show at some point, where we're going to share with you some of the things we get from Amazon that we like, and maybe even that we aren't that great of fans of. But we're going to try to do our best to find most of those things that are really, really cool and good. Some of the things that I tend to talk about have to do with broadcasting and technology and that kind of stuff, because I'm a little bit of a gadget guy. Also, I'll be doing some videos on dog training and some of the dog training equipment we get. I've been in the dog training business for about 40 years. And so I've been training police dogs, pet dogs, detection dogs for bombs, narcotics, bed bugs, cell phones, and E. coli, salmonella, a whole bunch of stuff. So as we go forward, what I want you to do, if you're watching Facebook, Twitter, or again, where else am I? YouTube. What I want you to do is go down in the description and you'll see the channel for Amazon Live. If you would do me a huge favor and go to that either now or later on after the broadcast is over and click on that link, go to Amazon Live and click subscribe and follow what it is we're doing. And if you know of anybody else that likes to see gadgets and kitchen tools to makeup and clothing and what else, dog training stuff, you want to make sure and send them those friends and family that you have that are interested in those things, send it to them. If you have people that just love shopping on Amazon and getting stuff every day at the front door, send it to them, because we're going to be probably going over some things that will be interesting to them at some point. I also review books and some other stuff. So I think you're going to find it interesting as time goes on. If you're in the broadcasting business, or if you just like doing videos, like videotaping your kids' soccer games or lacrosse games or what have you, or cheerleading for that matter, you may want to get this thing right here, which I'm featuring today, and that is a gimbal. This is a DJI OM, yeah, OM5. I always forget. I call it a Osmo, because I think that's the name that it was given before. But you can see right now that I've targeted my face for it to follow, and it is so cool that you can do the same thing on the reverse camera. So if I turn this around, and you can see there's my face, and as I move my face, it will follow. If you go up and down, it follows up and down and keeps my face in the frame. And you can do that again with the opposite shot, which is from these cameras. Right now I have it in selfie mode. If you can see on this new OM5, there's an extension arm. So it does really turn it into almost what would be considered a selfie stick. So I could hold it out a little bit, and let's see if I can get in camera. I hold it out a little bit and do the selfie thing. Sorry, I forgot I don't have a mic on. And you can do it like this, where it is out in front of you. And no matter what you do, it won't lose you. Even if you lift it up and down, you can see it will follow my face no matter what's going on. No matter how cruel that is to the camera to follow my face. As a desk monitor or desk camera, you can put the selfie stick up to a place where it's straight along with your nose, so that it's not, you're not using it. Some of those people that do videos where they're using the camera on the computer and it's looking up their nose because they're using an iPad or a laptop. This selfie stick brings the camera up, so it is a much better look and brings your chin up a little bit, so you don't have that double chin. When you look down, you can get a little bit of a double chin. Fortunately, I don't think I have that much of a double chin. But but you know the people when they're looking down and you're looking up their nose and they're trying to talk, especially like when you're watching the news and they're going to somebody remote at their house or in their basement, and they're looking down at their computer screen or their iPad or even their phone, and it's just irritating. I can't stand that look, and yet many professionals still do that. But this will bring it up, and no matter what I do, if I move around and I'm talking, it actually follows what it is I'm doing. There's a ton of features that come along with this bad boy, where all the buttons do a few different things. So if I want to use the back camera, if I want to change to a profile or a landscape, you just push the button and it'll push it twice and it will turn it to landscape. If I want to go to the back camera like it is right now, you can see that now it is on the back camera shooting from the camera that's on the back of the phone. If I push it once, it'll come back to the selfie mode, and that's all being done by the handle. There was a OM4 that was a little bit more bulky and a little bit heavier. This is an OM5, which reduces some of the weight and is not so bulky. It's actually really easy to use on the hand. It's not so fat. And the reason why it's a little bit skinnier is because the battery's smaller. And now this telescoping handle kind of sits down, and we're actually able to make it a little bit less bulky. I have, I don't know where it is now. Oh, here it is. So I have a very old version of a DJI gimbal here. Let's see the difference of what this one looks like. So you can see one's a lot bigger than the other one's a little bit thicker. And I'm sorry, the wires are all making it look a little bit odd there. But it is just a little bit bulkier, and yeah, it's really hard to see with that black. Sorry, I was fine before, but it is a little bit thicker. For women in particular with smaller hands, the new OM5 will be a lot better for your hands. And there's a lot more gadgets that are available. One of the things that you use is an app that goes along with the gimbal itself and gives you a bunch of shooting options. It will allow you to, they push the button, will do a roll as it comes into your subject. So it's great for adding dynamics to your video, and it has those options on the camera itself. I'm maybe going to show you the video in just a little bit. That there's an icon on the screen. You just push that icon on the screen, and you have a lot of options you can select from. Any kind of feature that you want to show, something, maybe the camera, like I said, rolls or zooms down and up or something like that. There's settings that you can use on it. You don't have to have the face following feature. You can turn that off and on, of course. You can do slow-mo, you can do photos. You just you can take your photos by pushing this. See, I don't know if you can see the red dot that's on there. Maybe if I hold it a little bit closer. As I get closer, there's a red dot. So you control the picture taking or the video start by pushing that button there, and you do it all from the handle. There's a bunch of other settings on here for turning it on and off. I hit this button, just turn it to photo. So I turn it to photo. If I hit it twice, you'll see it goes to sleep. So now resting, you can see there that it's actually just resting. And then when I turn it back on, it will come back to life and will balance out now that it's balanced with the weight of the phone on there. Again, there's a whole bunch of features. It would take me a very long time to go through all the features. I just want to tell you that I love this gimbal. It's nice and sturdy. It comes in a little carrying bag. Oops, almost knocked it over. testing how sturdy it is. Little carrying bag that you put it in. It has the cable so that you can charge it. It has the handle, or not the handle, but the stand that you can take on and off or hold it it makes it a little bit longer. You take it on and off. So that comes off, and now you don't have to worry about that being there and hitting anything if you're worried about that for any reason. And then it simply just screws back on and open up the legs, and it goes back to being a stand. I do sometimes some videos at a picnic bench over at have you, and I'm able to sit on the park picnic bench, bring up the stand a little bit, and sit there and shoot a live video reading one of my books. I do that for the Fearless Man podcast, where I will sit there at a park in a great setting, with the birds chirping in the background, that kind of stuff. And so this allows me to do that without having to bring a tripod and a bunch of other equipment to do it. One other thing here is important. Let me just bring that back to the side. Is that let me see if I bring up my. So really quick here, if I bring up, I didn't add it. Apparently, I wanted to add this is a DJI mic, wireless mic. So this is a DJI OM5. This is a DJI wireless mic system, and you can plug it into the phone here, and it won't throw off the balance at all. That's was one of my concerns, that if I were to use the miking system, where I would take now the transmitter and put it on my shirt and then plug in, that it would not allow it to operate smoothly. But you can see that it does just fine. It doesn't change anything. That I think did cause problem in the old DJI Osmo or some of the other gimbals when you change the weight, because it's generally balanced for just a phone. And when you add a little bit weight towards the end, it would cause some problems. But in the case of the OM5, putting this DJI mic receiver on the end doesn't really seem to change anything. Let me show you. Like I said, I mentioned that it has an app that goes along with, that works alongside or with the gimbal itself, and so it's really important to understand that the capabilities of the software to shoot video and shoot pictures gives you more options than the phone option. There's more that it adds, and so you can even refine your video taking and picture taking to even a more spectacular place when shooting video, that maybe you're even doing it for a real estate agent, putting video together for a real estate agent, or video together for your sports team, that when you use the video being shot in this platform, it is even better in quality. Now, again, the software that comes with the phone is fantastic, but the capabilities that are in the Osmo app for DJI OM5 is spectacular. Gives you even more options and clarity with when you're shooting the video. So let me show you what it looks like when I'm actually shooting a video. I'm going to bring this up. This is something I put on my business accelerator group, but it will give you an idea of what happens when you use the Osmo and you're moving around a room. And then I'll comment about a couple things I learned from shooting this video. Here we go. So I was not able to be there last Thursday with the change of the time schedule at my kids' school. Thursdays are a little tough. We also just had a death in the family of my kids that I think a webcam connected to it, and this is the ATR USB mic that I use here at this desk, which the sound is fantastic for that USB mic. And then lighting, again, $25. And then when I need one, I'll use a little bit more lighting with that ring light, which I got for free from Mike Koenig's at an event years ago. Still lasting forever. Now I'm going to come over here to this particular studio. Now, this is a little bit more expensive. This is the one that we do our podcasts on, our Living Fearless Devotional, my Fearless Man podcast, the Andy Falco Show. All of them really, for the most part, take place here. Especially now that we really rearranged. I got the. So you can see as I move around the room, the OM5 moves with me. And I'm sorry, I have this right in front of me. It moves with me as I'm moving around the room, and which it makes it fantastic. It looks like I have somebody else controlling the camera and moving it with me, which again adds a little bit of professionalism, but I can also work independent of having to require anybody and don't have to pay somebody to be a cameraman or producer of my show. I can actually set the camera up and move around a room and show. In this case, I was showing different aspects of my show to the people that are in our mastermind called Business Accelerator Group. And that's why you heard a few personal things, is because we have known each other for several years. But the great thing about it is that I'm able to move around the room. The one thing that you have to be careful about, and I learned this lesson watching the videos after I shot it, and that is the rocking around and moving a lot, because that will cause the movement of the camera, which can be irritating for the viewer. So you don't want to move unnecessarily, but when you do move, you want the camera to follow you smoothly. So just be aware that if you have a tendency to rock back and forth when you talk, or move your head side to side or something like that, it will move the camera. And want to keep that to a minimum as much as possible when you're using the OM5. That's just something that you're going to have to be aware of. But it's the plus and minus, right? The plus is it does follow you around the room. The minus is that if you have the mechanisms of movement, then it's going to do that to the camera. And at a greater distance, it doesn't do it as bad. And when you're closer, obviously, when you just move your head from the side, it will move it. So if I were to show this video again, which I'll put back up there. There we go. Rodecaster, which connects these two mics, this is Hedia's and this is mine, and it's connected to a laptop. And then behind that, I have another monitor, which really makes, because we read a lot of scripture and a lot of stuff off the screen. And, as you get a little bit older, a little bit better watching it off the monitor, but this could also be, a place where I store the web. Oh, sorry about that. And so, yeah, so you can see I actually cut in some other scenes there when I was making this video. So the other scenes are from using the Osmo again, or the OM5 again, but from the other direction, and then coming back. But you see, as I was at a further distance, I did move my head a little bit, but it didn't cause the camera to move. So it's just be aware of some of those things that are going on. Again, there's so many features on not only the OM5, but also the app that goes along with the OM5 that I simply just can't go through all of those right now, but there are some really cool features that you need to be aware of when you get the OM5, that it just really improves the professionalism of your video. Being able to add the wireless mic to it adds the great audio that you're looking for, in addition to the great video. So you get both of those put together on the app and the phone. All right, so make sure and look down below. Once you go to the Amazon Live, those of you watching on YouTube and the Twitter and Facebook, again, go down into the description, click on the Amazon Live link that will take you to my channel, and there you will find both these these things. What are they called? The items. Both of these items. There we go. That's a better word for it. Both these items that I have below the video. Click on them, and then you'll be able to read and look at some other videos that will be on there for you to see all the features on each one of these items that I have featured today on this particular video. All right, getting used to this idea of working with Amazon and using Amazon Live. Thank you for sticking with me on this one, but make sure and try out both of these things and just, order them and try them out. If you don't like them, I'm like my wife does. There's certain things that she's able to get, and the ability to return them is fairly easy, but definitely give them a shot, because I think that they're amazing products. I use probably both of them at least 3 or 4 times a week, if not more, and have yet to have any issues that really cause me any grief, or that that makes me not like either one of the products. They're both fantastic, and when they're working together, they are amazing. All right, my friends, that's it for this one today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you at the next one. Take care. Talk to you later.